So the first exercise in basic strength is an ice skater. So you start with your weight on one foot and you're going to push off of that foot as far laterally as you can to land on the other foot without using that other foot for support. So you don't want to be just kind of hopping back and forth like this. You really want to reach as far as you can using your whole leg and your glute muscle to push you off of the ground. The next exercise is our lunge matrix. So you're just using your body weight. First one, you're going to be lunging forward, 2 in each position, and then diagonally forward, making sure your hips are still square forward. Then laterally, making sure your hips are still square forward. Then diagonal backwards, opening up the hips as you go and opening up the knees. Then straight back, making sure you're maintaining your 90-degree angles with your knees and your legs. And then crossing over one knee behind the other. Do the same thing on the other side all the way through. 2 in each. Really pay attention to your angles. Laterally, you want to sit back in the chair, but try to keep your shoulder blades pinched, your shoulders back, space in between your ears and your shoulders the whole time. Engage your core. This is what it will look like from the side. Keep that 90-degree angle. And then crossing over. And this is what that one looks like from the side. You don't want to bend too far forward. Keep your back straight up, your chest proud. Next are dumbbell dabs. And you might want to go down in weight just because it is pretty challenging. I have 10s. So start with your elbows up. You stick one arm out and you twist your core back. So I'm not using my arms to twist or my shoulders. I'm using my whole core to twist my body. Same thing on the other side. And what this is doing is mimicking your shooting position. So you can really strengthen that motion that you're going to be using when you're shooting. Keeping your elbows up. You're really going to feel it in your forearms. Do try to keep your shoulders down, space in between your ears and your shoulders. You also want to make sure you're keeping your elbows back and up and lifted and not hunching over like that. Really pinch your shoulder blades. Keep your chest proud. Next up are dumbbell shrugs, and these are going to feel really good after the dabs. So you're in your athletic stance and you're basically just rolling your shoulders back. Really getting that stretch, trying to hit the full range of motion of your shoulders. Next up are dumbbell sit-ups with punches. So you're going to be laying on a bench and you're going to roll up and punch both arms out and then roll back down. So when I sit up, I'm really rolling through my spine and then using my back to punch out those dumbbells. And you'll see as I roll back down, you really want to focus on tucking your hips and then rolling through your spine back down onto the bench. So curling your head, chin to chest, rolling up, punching using your back and your core, and then rolling back down. Then we're going to do our plate overhead squat. So I have 2 10 plates here because they don't make a 20 plate. It's either 10 or straight up to 25. So 2 10 plates stacked on top of each other, lifting them right above my head, keep my elbows locked out, and I'm not having them behind me. I really want them right on top, if not a little bit ahead of me, because you'll see as you squat down, your momentum brings them forward. So then I'm just squatting down using my butt and my legs to get me back up, really focusing on trying to keep my elbows straight, not letting the plate come down and hit my head. And this is working on shoulder stability as well as lower body strength. And if you notice your knees wobbling like that, you really want to lock them out. Try to press them up against that imaginary wall, keeping your shoulders down the whole time. Lastly, our clip grips. So you just get one of those clips that hold the plates on the barbell and you're going to squeeze it. And you'll feel this strengthening your grip and your forearm. which is really good for lacrosse players. So make sure you're doing both sides. And once you're done with that, you're good to go.